against Machaczev. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Machaczev out of the southpaw stance in red, fellow southpaw Dober in blue.
That is a massive line, John. I wouldn't have even expected that.
That's a crazy line.
Because Drew Dober has been that good for this long.
I think Drew Dober's the most underrated guy in the sport.
How about that?
I really do. When I watch this guy strike, he's world-class talent on his feet.
Only man to beat him, dating all the way back to 2016, Beneil Dariush.
I think he's had some inconsistent performances like that. Like, look at that low kick. I mean, Drew Dober is nasty.
No doubt.
A lot of what Islam does is from the clinch. He does a really good job of playing with your feet, tripping you, throwing you all the sambo, in tight judo. Very aware of the left hand of Dober. Beautiful single there by Machaczev. Yes,
That's
beautiful single. That was beautiful. Straight single leg. Lifted a leg, took Drew Dober back in the opposite direction. Very high level wrestling there by Issam Makhachev.
Yeah, that is big because Drew has very good takedown defense. So the fact that Islam was able to take him down the first attempt, that's huge.
And very quickly, right? Very easily. Yeah. Didn't get defended, wasn't extended, takedown finish. Was able to get the takedown on the first chance. And when I'm talking about a great grappler, people talk about the strength of Habib. Issam Makhachev is right there with him.
So a good sign early for Machaczev. Dober seemed to be in a decent position to defend, but he was no match for that first takedown attempt of Issam Makhachev.
Now let's see what Drew Dober's plan is. He had to know coming into this fight he was going to get taken down, or at least there was going to be some attempts. What has he done to figure out how to get up? And he's got the lockdown on the one leg, on the left leg of Machaczev, so he's holding him in this position, but he does not have the underhook on the same side. He wants to get the underhook on that right side in order to get up or sweep. But he's feeling the pressure of a real elite grappler on top of him right now.
And the difference is that he was able to take him down in the middle of the octagon. So Dober can't find the octagon side to try to use it to get back to his feet.
And Dober has to figure out what he's going to do here to try to get back up. Is he going to try to instigate a scramble and wind up in an even worse position? Is he going to try to explode during the transitions? Like as Machaczev moves out of the half guard and tries to get to mount or side control, is Drew going to explode? And is he going to expose himself while he does that?
See, Drew's got him in the lockdown, which limits the damage, but it doesn't allow you.
But not anymore.
Yes. Now look, see, he goes back to it, Joe, because it doesn't allow you to advance, but you're not really getting away when you're in that position.
And now Islam moves him out. This is terrible for Drew now.
The moment Drew let go of that lockdown, right, you noticed it. You said not anymore, and now Islam's in the mount.
Yeah, Drew's in deep water here. He got him back to half guard. Now he's scrambling. Now he's scrambling.
Good job, my friend. I like it. Yes, sir.
But he's still in deep doo-doo here. I mean, he's just holding on. And Machaczev is completely controlling him.
Well, he's not allowing him to get off of his back. Look, he's got Drew Dober flat the whole time.
Yeah.
Dober needs to try to find a way to a hip or something.
Look at that beautiful knee to belly side control now. I love that pass. That pass is so smooth and kept all of his weight on the front of Drew Dober's body, on the top half.
Sure looked like it.
Yeah, it sure
It looked like he just punched him right between the legs.
Yeah, he certainly did. I think he said sorry.
Drew said it's a nut shot.
And I think Islam said sorry. Look at that. Right back to mount. Oh, now he takes the back. Oh, Drew's up. Drew's up.
Oh, he's got to be
Oh, lost it. Wow, that was his opportunity. Man, that's some high-level grappling right there. Look at that slide.
Right back to side control.
That slide through control. He might get crucifixed here.
You got to be very careful here.
Yeah, he's going to get crucifixed. He's going to pin that arm in between his legs. Now he went to the back again.
Notice how he continues to grab the wrist. He takes the left wrist of Dober.
Oh, look at that arm. Look at that roll. Oh, Drew's in trouble. He's in big trouble.
Oh, he still got it, but
he's going to break his arm.
Drew's okay here.
Oh, my God.
Now he's not.
Barely okay.
Now he's going to be in trouble here.
He's going to switch to a leg. If he can't get that arm, he's going to switch to that leg. Now Drew's on top. Man.
That a slick transition there to that arm bar.
Man, we don't
Round
know
two, guys.
how
Here we
damaged
go.
it is,
Fight.
but what we saw was the reason why so many people are so high on this young man.
Well, Dober did a great job of getting his hips over to the opposite side right away. If he would have stayed on that near side, he would have found himself in even more trouble.
All rounds begin on the feet. Dober trying to find a home for that patented left hand. No surprise, Javier Mendez and Khabib Nurmagomedov want Makachev to pursue another takedown. There's a single leg shot.
But now Drew Dober's arms are going to be gassed out. It's going to be really hard for him to get off those punches, and I think he's going to be more reluctant to throw kicks. Now he knows how strong.
Look at that. See
Islam's
that? It's all the
grappling
trips.
is.
It's all the trips when they get you along the side of the octagon, right? Drew Dober was able to defend the initial takedown, defend the shot off the leg, lifted the underhook, put him back against the fence, and then went to the inside-out trip. Great job by Islam.
He's got Elliot Marshall screaming out grappling instructions to him to try to help him here, but the problem is the level difference is so high.
Well, he's better off right now because he's by the octagon, right? He can try to use it as a barrier to get back to his feet.
Watch your fingers in the eyes, Islam.
Dober trying to get up on a hip. Shape your legend at EA Sports UFC 4. Get up to 50% off for a limited time on Xbox One and PS4.
Dober tried to post up on that right arm, and Islam just snatched it up. And now he's got a better situation.
Yep.
He's close, but Makhachev's got his hands clasped underneath Dober's hips. And if Dober does get up, he's likely going to go for a ride.
He's going to try to step over the legs and then try to figure four those two legs as Dober's against the side of the octagon.
That's the Khabib special.
We are through 7 minutes, and perhaps you see why Makhachev is among the most avoided guys in this division. Having his way with Drew Dober thus far tonight.
Stay busy, guys.
And if you're Dober, maybe you hope you can cause enough inaction to result in a stand-up, but most elite referees will let you work here.
Drew Dober at this point is just exhausted by the continuous pressure and just the elite high-level grappling of Islam. He's just so good.
You know what? One of the main issues, Joe, is when you fight a guy that's such a fantastic grappler, right? It's not only the physical damage that they do to you, but the mental, right? Because you think, I've trained so hard for this. And then you go, I've done so many get-ups. I've escaped so many times, but it doesn't seem to be working. And that's discouraging. That starts to play on your mind. And then you accept being on your back with these guys on top of you. And it only gets worse as the fight goes on.
And then you hope, okay, I survive this round and I'll be stood up at the beginning of the third round, and that's the chance. But by then, his arms are gassed out, and Makhachev's just been controlling him completely.
And then you find yourself right back here, right? Yeah. And then the round starts, and you get put back there again. And all those memories of the round before creep right back into your head, and you're almost at a loss. But it's something to be said about, multiple times I've heard you guys say this. You train for a certain guy with a lot of different people, but it's never that guy. Until you feel that guy and you realize, wow, this is much different than what I intended it to be.
You gotta recognize too, this guy survived Davi Ramos. Right? Davi Ramos is one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in the sport, and Makhachev had no problems with it.
That was Davi Ramos is insane. Took the fight on short notice.
Yes.
It probably was the best fight against Islam for a long time. You know?
Yeah.
That speaks to how good Davi Ramos is.
But it also speaks to how good Islam is.
Yes.
Because Davi Ramos is an Abu Dhabi world champion.
And Islam was able to grapple with him, take him down, and win the fight.
That's what's great. Oh my
Crushing elbows there from Makhachev. Putting the finishing touches on what can only be described as a 10-8 round.
Yeah. And round one could have been it. You know, round one could have been 10-8. You know, I'm not certain, but this one feels more like a 10-8 round for Mahachев.
Dober having to work awfully hard defensively here.
Time.
And in all likelihood, we'll need a finish in round 3.
Last
And
round
Danny, we're
coming
going to look back at
And he also
last round,
knows
boys.
he's
Here we go.
deep
Fight.
in the hole, 2 rounds, and he's got to
Yes.
finish this fight.
He's got to let it all fly. Dober's got to start throwing left hands with reckless abandon at this point.
All right, round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of the UFC.
Yes, Drew.
That's just the 7th strike landed by Dober tonight.
Break the clinch. What's the reach? What's the reach? Stop the reach. Step out.
Too easy.
All right, baby, we can't.
Dober looked like he almost pulled guard there, right?
Almost
Because
looked
he
like
was
he
getting
was
bear
accepting
hug.
it.
Yep, he's getting bear hug.
I need you to open
Islam
and go.
started to
Yes,
lace the leg on the
elbow.
inside. He was able to bear hug him back to his back.
There's a thing that happens that you see even in training when a guy just continues to just dominate. They sort of accept it.
Yes.
Good. Come on.
Well, we've seen this with Habib on multiple occasions where Habib takes him down, takes him down, takes him down. Then eventually, as this goes, we saw him securing finishes, right? Because the pressure and the dominance became so apparent that the opponents couldn't handle it. And right now you're seeing that with Islam Makachev against Drew Dober, who is extremely tough.
And Drew is trying to get that Kimura.
Yes, come
One
on,
thing
watch
it
your
might
arm,
be
watch
able
your
to do
back.